I have never thought that goal setting is important. I thought it is something to help us stay focused on what we want. Until one day, I read a book from Tony Robbins called Awaken the Giant Within. After that, my view about setting goals and how my goals can impact the rest of my life changed completely. And I want to take this opportunity to let you know why setting goals is important and how it can impact your life. Hey there, this is Sean from studymotivation.com. Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button right now to learn more about success and how to turn your dreams into reality. Too many of us don't make the majority of our decisions consciously. In so doing, we pay a major price. In fact, most people live what I call the Niagara syndrome. I believe that life is like a river and that most people jump on the river of life without ever really deciding where they want to end up. So, in a short period of time, they get caught up in the current events, current fears, current challenges. When they come to forks in the river, they don't consciously decide where they want to go or which is the right direction for them. They merely go with the flow. They become a part of the mass of people who are directed by the environment instead of by their own values. As a result, they feel out of control. They remain in this unconscious state until one day the sound of the raging water awakens them. And they discover that they are 5 feet from Niagara Falls in a boat with no oars. At this point, they say, oh shoot, but by then it's too late. They are going to take a fall. Sometimes it's an emotional fall, sometimes it's a physical fall, sometimes it's a financial fall. It's likely that whatever challenges you have in your life currently could have been avoided by making some better decisions upstream. And that was the metaphor given by Tony Robbins in his book, Awaken the Giant Within. Life is like going through streams of rivers. Just imagine how your future is going to be if you don't have any goals in life. Like how Tony Robbins explained in his book, you'll go through life without knowing which direction to follow. You will be like a lost sheep. When you come to a fork in the road, you don't know which direction to go. And you just go wherever the crowd goes, right? This is why so many of us are living in mediocrity. The good news is that you can change this. Start taking control of your life. Begin to take charge and become the master of your life. And the first step to do so is to set empowering goals. This is why it is so important to set goals and have goals in life. Regardless of whether it is your work, health, fitness, finance, relationship, having goals is like having the guiding light to show you the way. Here's an inspiring quote about setting goals. The trouble with not having goals is that you can spend your life running up and down the field and never score. When you set goals, 3 things will happen. Number 1, your goals will give you a clear direction. When you need to make a decision, your goals can help you decide. For example, if you have a diet goal, it is easy to make a decision about what to eat. If you are given a choice to eat between a bowl of hot chocolate brownie or a bowl of berries and nuts, what will you do? Well, it depends on your goal. When you have a diet goal, you know you need to choose to eat something healthy, right? The choice becomes obvious. This is how having goals gives you direction in life. Your goal gives you clarity and it shows you the direction where you should go. In other words, your goals can direct your focus in every area in your life. People will go through life like a lost sheep if they do not have a clear goal. When you don't have a plan, you will end up in someone else's plan. You see, when you have a goal, you know what you want. You have a clear direction and you know what you need to do to get there. You become proactive rather than reactive. You become the one who make things happen than waiting for things to come to you. And that's the first step to success. So, if you don't have a goal, set one right now. Write down what you want to accomplish and focus on it. Number 2, having a goal transforms you into a better person. Think about it. What will you do over the weekend if you have no plan and no goals? Perhaps, like most people, you are going to wake up late, spend most of your time checking Facebook, and waste your time playing games or binge watch Netflix or YouTube. But when you have a goal and a plan, things are going to be totally different. For instance, say you want to read a book over the weekend. you create the intention that you want to read the book in your mind, right? And when the time comes, you grab the book, make a cup of coffee, and read the book. This is because you are conscious of your intention. You know what you want to do. When you have a goal, you are planting an idea in your mind. You are giving instructions to your mind, telling yourself what you want to accomplish. As a result, you become more committed. When you set your goals to stop watching TV and start reading books for 30 minutes, the moment you turn off the TV and pick up a book to read, you have successfully built the discipline. You strengthen your willpower. A lot of people thought that goal setting is about achieving the goal, but it is not. Goal setting is about building you into a better person who is worthy of your goals. When you become the person worthy of success, success will come knocking. This is why people say that it is the journey that counts, not the destination. You become a better person while on the journey to achieving your goals. And number 3, your goals give you hope. Imagine a professional athlete who has no goals. Why does he want to train or improve himself, right? On the contrary, when the professional athlete has a goal, like winning a gold medal in the Olympics, the goal will inspire and motivate him to train, to work hard, and to win the competition. Not only that, but goals can also become the light that guides you when tough times come. You will know what you need to do when things are bad and the situation is not helping. Your goals will show you your next step and guide you through the challenges you face. Walt Disney was fired from a newspaper editor, but because he had a clear vision and goal, he continued to strive for his dreams. He knew what he wanted to be and what he wanted to build. Hence, his goals inspired him to move forward. Michael Jordan was rejected by his basketball team when he was in the high school. However, that did not discourage him. Instead, he went on to practice even harder because he knew exactly what he wanted. He wanted to be the best basketball player of all time, and it was his goal, his vision, and his commitment that drove him to train harder. Howard Schultz, the person who grew Starbucks and changed the way we drink coffee, has been rejected by more than 200 banks during the time he wanted to expand Starbucks. But he did not give up and he did not quit. He has a goal. He knew what he wanted and went ahead to achieve it. Your goals will give you hope. Your goals will inspire you and motivate you. These are the 3 things that will happen when you set goals. And I believe by now you understand why it is important to have goals in life. So, find out what you want out of your life and set it as a goal. Remember, clarity is power. The moment you know exactly what you want and why you want it, you will become unstoppable. Let your goals guide you like a lighthouse guiding boats and ships in the dark. If you love this video, make sure you smash the like button and share it with someone who needs to see it, okay? And most importantly, make sure you subscribe to my channel right now. This way you will receive updates and more videos about success and achieving your dreams. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. That's all for now. See ya.